We did see a couple of sprinkles roll through the metro area yesterday and a few isolated storms. A pretty similar weather pattern once again for today. Temperatures outside this morning were in the high 60s, but do expect the 90s once again this afternoon. Here's a look at our radar and satellite this morning. We are picking up some moisture over the far southwestern corner of the state. Otherwise, it's mostly sunny skies and dry conditions this morning across the eastern half of Colorado. Outside right now, we're in the low to mid 60s into Greeley and Fort Collins, up in the high country 40s and 50s to start our Tuesday with upper 60s down south. Now here's a look at our hourly planner for the Denver area. We'll stay in the high 60s until about 7 a.m. and then warm quickly. Mostly sunny by 9, 78 degrees by that point, 82 at 10 a.m. And into the high country, it's going to be increasing cloud coverage with the chance for thunderstorms popping up after about lunchtime. So you're in the clear for any hiking, biking this morning. Do bring the rain gear along later on this afternoon. Highs today will be in the low 90s over Platteville and Keensburg, same down into Highlands Ranch, mid to upper 80s, Castle Rock and Parker. So highs today will be a few degrees above average for this time in early July. We're back to very high heat over the far eastern plains. 100 degrees are expected high in Burlington, upper 90s into Lamar, up through Sterling, and into the mountains. Low 80s return to Steamboat Springs and Eagle. Here's a look at our storm outlook for today. General thunderstorms expected into the mountains in the I-25 corridor, but over the far northeastern corner of the state later on this evening, we could see a strong storm or two, and we'll let you know of any severe weather if and when it does happen. Here's a look at our statewide future cast. You can see we'll be under a partly cloudy sky by about midday. More sunshine out across the eastern plains. Moisture streaming into the western slope near Grand Junction after about noon, and then into our northern and central mountains. More widespread storm and shower activity will develop. The main threats will be very gusty winds, pockets of moderate to heavy rainfall, and when you see that over those burn-scarred areas into the mountains, it does have the potential for flash flooding. So flash flood watches set to take effect later on this afternoon as well. No advisories expected for the metro area, but we could be seeing some light to moderate rainfall later on. Thunder and lightning, of course. And here's our radar and satellite in terms of those watches and warnings that are going to be taking place over the Grizzly Creek burn scar, keeping our eyes on that area for the chance for heavy rain. Now here's a look at our extended forecast. A lot more of the same over the next few days. You can see a good chance for thunderstorms here in Denver for Tuesday and Wednesday. Highs will be warm, but not as hot in the upper 80s to near 90 degrees, but it is going to get very hot this weekend, Jason, back to mid to upper 90s here in town.